Work-life balance, some magic words, right? Okay, I'm starting off this series with 3 tips of my own. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out my first video in the description below. I have a few tips to share, even though I am by no means an expert. I have been working for myself a few years, and I definitely have learned a lot by just making a lot of mistakes in the past few years. Okay, so the first thing is I needed to have a goal, a vision. This sounds completely stupid, right? Like, of course you need a goal. But you also need a goal, not just for work, but also for your private life. You need a goal. You need to set a goal on things that make you very happy, things that you really enjoy, the people you really want to see, the people you really want to spend time with. And that's something I had to learn. What kind of woman do I want to be? How do I want to spend my time? And I have a few very interesting people in mind that I really want to talk to about this topic. So that's coming up in one of the next videos. Okay, so that's one. You need to have a vision. You need to have a goal. The second thing is, I've written it down. The second thing is I had to find some rules. Okay, so I work for myself. I have my own company, which means I can work always, whenever I want. There's always work to do. There's always emails to answer. There's always something to do, which is difficult, right? So when do you stop working? And, you know, it's not like I can close a door. So, or I could. Because what I do now, one of my rules is I only work in my office. Office sounds like a fancy office. It's not. It's just a bedroom upstairs, which is also our guest bedroom. But that's the place where I work. So if I'm downstairs, I am not working. I'm not answering phone calls. I'm not checking my email. Now, I'm not saying that I do this all the time, but it really helps me to focus. And if I am playing a game with my children, for example, you will never find me checking my phone or, you know, for an email or doing an invoice or whatever. So really set those boundaries, and I think this is different for everyone, right? To me, this works, but to you, something else might work. Just having specific rules in mind can really help. The third thing I really want to talk to you about is saying no. This I still have trouble with. It's still hard for me to do. The other day, you know, it's like when people ask me for a discount, or, you know, they come up with all these like specific situations to where I'm like, oh, I feel bad for them, you know, and I have a really hard time saying no. So this is something I still struggle with, but through the years, I have learned to say no. I've learned to say no to specific people. I've learned to ban specific people out of my life. When you are noise, you know, when I don't get the right energy from you, then you're out. When something just drains my energy instead of adds energy, it's out. And yeah, that's something that took me quite some time. It took me several years, but saying no is also saying yes to something else. Just keep that in mind, because whenever I say yes to, I don't know, a prospective client, to a meeting, I'm also saying no to my children, my husband, my private life. And so that's something that I had to discover throughout the years, and now I have. All right, so those are my 3 tips. What are your tips for a good balance between professional and your private life? If you think you have some good advice for me, definitely let me know, or tag people below, because I am looking for people to do more videos with, to do video interviews with on this specific topic. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please follow me and talk soon. Bye.